And ready, pay attention because this right here is going to be so much gems, right? I know some of you guys are missing the perfect opportunity where your plan comes true, but you do not know the time frame that you're supposed to be at in order for that play to happen. How you doing, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing great wherever you are in the world. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every one of you that are subscribed to my channel, those who are constantly supporting me. Also, I'd like to make a few announcements. Our merch shop is open on Stock Option Sniper. You can find our shop in the link. In New York, it's getting kind of chilly, so you can get your hoodies right here. We have the premium t-shirt hoodie, very comfortable. We have the men's premium unisex contrast hoodie. We got that black, we got the blue, right? Beautiful colorway. We have the long sleeve, we have the caps, right? We have the normal hoodies, got the pink shirt, the premium t-shirt, all that good stuff that we have here. We have 3 different type of design. We have the Stock Option Sniper logo, we have the candlestick Stock Option Sniper, and we have the scope logo. So you prefer whichever choice. My favorite one is the men's premium t-shirt. I've ordered mine already, so get yours. Thank you for those that bought. I have a surprise for you. Just send me, those who bought from me a couple of days ago, just send me the receipt. You can DM me on Instagram. I have it on my link. You can go send me the receipt, and I got a surprise for you. Also, thanks for each and every one of you that are subscribed to my channel, constantly giving me so much support and love, telling me that, hey, listen, I watch your videos, I gave it a try, and this, I got the result from that. So thank you once again for that. So let's get right to it, right? Today we're gonna go over the rules of 30. The rules of 30. What does that mean? So basically, usually when you go trade on, let's go find some. You know what? It's fine here. So when you go to a higher time frame, you have your setup, right? Let's say you're in a monthly. We're on Moderna. You're in a monthly time frame. What you're going to do basically is that you're going to find the time frame in which best that trade will give you the best setup, right? So for example, if you were in a monthly and you tell yourself, hey, listen, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour, next thing you know, you miss an entire play on the 4 hour. There was a reason for that. That's because the time frame did not match that time frame which you were trying to find the setup in, if that makes sense. So today we're going to go over that. This allows me to load, right? So we're gonna go over there, and I'm gonna give you guys a secret formula where you can always play on which time frame best, right, to find your proper setup. So check this out. Let's say you have this setup, you have a monthly setup, and you have that, right, you have that Wyckoff distribution. Once you have that Wyckoff distribution, you get that UTAD, you get the retest, and then boom, you get that play going down. So how do you find that setup, right? How do you find that setup? Well, you have your structure. If you have not seen my structure video, go check them out. Everything is in my link, right? We have that imbalance right here, guys. The understanding market structure in a single video right there. Watch that, right? If you have not watched that, go watch that real quick. So you have your structure. You find the protective high and the liquidity, the protective low, right? It's not gonna be perfect here. It's okay for this example, right? So that is your target. If you're on puts, your entry is here, and then your target is here, right here in this bottom. Let's make this black. So what you're going to do is you're going to find that SND, that last down move, right? Once you find that, you're going to get that setup right here, which is the touch of that SMD, the transfer of strong hands to weak hands to strong hands. Excuse me. Right, and then you're going to go to a certain time frame where you can find the setup where the setup is going to hold perfectly. So guys, get your notes, pens, and ready. Pay attention because this right here is going to be so much gems, right? I know some of you guys are missing the perfect opportunity where your plan comes true, but you do not know the time frame that you're supposed to be at in order for that play to happen. So check this out. This video is the rule of 30. The rule of 30 basically just means we're going to the time frame where the 30 minutes prior of that time frame which is supposed to the play is supposed to happen. What do I mean by that? So let's say you go to the 2 hour, right? You go to the 2 hour. Let's go find another one because this is already done. I don't want you guys to think, oh, it's already done setup. No, I have Disney. I'm on the Disney Play. Let's go to Neo, for example. I could delete Neo, right? So check this out. Let's go to a 2 hour time frame, right? In this scenario, 4 hour, right? 4 hour time frame. So once you're in a 4 hour time frame, what you're going to do is you're going to understand how many minutes are there in 4 hours, right? So just get my calculator. So we have 60 minutes in 1 hour. We're going to multiply that by 4 because we're doing 4 hours. So we have 240, right? There is 240 minutes in 4 hours, and we're going to divide that by 30, right? So we're going to play in the 8 hours. In the 8 minutes, I'm sorry, guys. 8 minutes, right? 8 minutes. So once we find that protective high, right? Once we find that protective high, which is here, right? Oops. So as always, as I teach you guys, we're gonna find that protective high, which can be this entire candle, right? Protective low, entire structure, right? Once you find that structure, now we're gonna highlight that. Actually, I like it here, this red candle, right? Just right on that candle. That's the entire structure, actually. My mistake. Right? Now you have your structure. We're gonna make that blue. Right? Once we make that blue, we're gonna find our SND. Right? SND right here, that entire red candle, before the last down move. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for price to come up here. Right? So the price is working its way up here. And what can we do? We want the price to take it down even lower to where that liquidity is, right? So we want price to go where? We want price to go down all the way here. Just liquidated low. We liquidated that already. We want the price to go here to liquidate this and liquidate this, right? Liquidate that. If you have not seen my liquidation video, it is Wyckoff liquidity market step by step. Watch that too. Right, I don't tell you guys to watch my videos, but please, this right here is pretty advanced, and it would not make sense if you have not watched those previous videos, because the video that I'm creating is basically a build-up within a build-up of education. So it's a step by step. It's not like a all over the place. It's very well structured, right? It's very well structured. So watch those step by step. Otherwise, you're going to get confused on what I'm talking about here. So once we have that price, let me draw it out for us. Right, so we have our structure. We have our structure. We found our SND. Right, draw it out. We found our SND. Now we're waiting for that setup for the price to go to our SND. Right, to confirm that Wyckoff, that transfer weak hands to strong hand, taking out those liquidity lows. Okay, so the setup that we're going to find is here. And I know right here, the Neo price is not yet there, but I am going to where we are going to find example that we can see that happening, right? Right there. So we're going to find a setup here. What we should be doing is taking the play here, stop loss right above our UTAD to that break of that structure. Stop loss right there, right above it, and then we're taking the price all the way low to wherever the liquidation of that structure, which is there, right? That's what we're going to do. All right, I hope that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to confirm this 4 hour in a 10-minute chart. So let's look for a structure here. Let's give this one a try, okay? So we have structure here, a candle, right? Structure here, that's the entire structure. And guys, the beautiful part about this play is that your setup is not always going to play out, right? What do I mean by that? So check this out right here. So we have our S&D zone. We wanted price to come back up here, right? We wanted price to come up and take it lower. But what happened? The price did not go there, right? We wanted price. This right here is a structure itself as well. We wanted price to come up here. But what happened? Price did not go there. Last down move, right? As you guys can see, price is not touching our structure here, our S&D here, right? The structure we have, price is not going to our S&D zone. We're missing plays. This is okay. This is part of the game. I don't want you guys to think, oh, my strategy doesn't work, right? The strategy does work. What the institution or the smart money or the composite man wants you to do is FOMO into a play, right? They want you to FOMO into your play and make you think that your S&D is not in a proper place when it truly is, though, right? That's what they want you to think. They want you to FOMO. The emotional trader will FOMO into a trade. The disciplined trader will always find their setup, right? I tell you guys, when you find your structure and find your S&D, all you have to do is literally set your alerts, right? Create your alert when you touch that zone so you can confirm your play. So you can confirm your play here so you don't miss it, right? And the other thing is breaking the low of that structure to look for the price to keep going down. So you have two alerts, the alert going into your zone and the alert breaking your structure. And then you can close your laptop. But we have emotional traders who wants to FOMO into a play, have no setup, who just take on any play. And that's when they lose money, blow their account, and wonder what strategy they're missing when their strategy was all perfect. They were waiting for the confirmation, right? So in this scenario, we don't see Neo coming up to our zone. So we missed three great plays here, and that's okay, right? That is okay. We even have one here. Right? We have a break of that structure, and that is okay, you guys. It is part of the game. It is fine. We wanted price to come up here, but price never came back up. Look at that, and that's okay, right? We are going to keep looking for example. Let's see an example here. All right, we have a great play here, okay? We're just gonna use this because all the example that we have here on Neo is not giving us the right one that we want, but that's fine. So we found our structure here, protective high right here, and that candle wick, right? And protective low around this candle wick. No, I like this better, right? This candle wick right there, that green one, okay? So we found our structure. Now we're going to find our S&D. Our S&D was that rejection from that structure. And look what happened here, you guys. Did price come back? Give me a sec, you guys. Hang on. Right. So excuse me. So right, we have the price that came back. Price came back, as you can see right here. We have price that went down, came back to our zone from this right here. Right. You guys see that? The price came back, and it fell tremendously. So we had a UTAD here. We have our UTAD here. We have a UT actually right here. That first up move. We have a UT. Let's make this black. Guys, if you don't know what these letters are, I have a video here on Wyckoff distribution 33 days ago. It was released, so please watch that. This right here is accumulation of this channel right here is an accumulation of study step by step. It's not clustered all in one. Check this strategy, try this strategy, try this. Next thing you know, you're confused on which strategy should you use, right? This channel is not about that. It's a very well organized channel. So we have here UTAD, right? We have here the upthrust after the distribution. We have that the sign of weakness, and what we have there, boom, breaking down, right? Beautiful play. So what are we gonna do here? So if I would have taken this trade, I'll probably lost some trade. That's okay. I'll probably lost or break even. because I make sure my stop loss is very tight. So in this scenario, right, let's say we have here, you know what? Let's say we have it here. Right, let's say we have here. Okay, let's say we have here. The moment it touched that structure, it rang their alarm. It said, hey, listen, we're playing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to 10-minute, confirming that play or that structure. We're going to look for that. Where's that play? Right here, guys. No, that's not it. I'm sorry. I got excited. Looking for that play. It's in the 10-minute chart, right? All right. Did we lose it? All right, right here. Beautiful. Right. So as you guys can understand, we have here the UT. Well, I got confused here. I thought if I was playing here, I would have thought this was the UT. To be honest with you, I would have thought this was the UT, and I would have waited for that. Right, waited for that downfall, and once had that happen, we would have taken that. You had to wait the next day to find that UTAD, liquidating everything. No, actually, this is actually the UT, right? And this is actually the UTAD, breaking this entire structure. And this right here was the ST, right? The second test. Once we tested that, boom, it just fell tremendously, right? So what you would have done is you would have taken that play. See, the thing about trading is that people think you don't lose. People think that if you read the book from Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, he has this. There was this chapter that he said that when you have a perfect strategy or a perfect plan, and you follow your plan backed up with risk management, you can actually predict the market the wrong way, but yet still make money. Why? Because you understand where the market overall is going, right? So let's say we know the market is going down, right? So what I would have done right here is I would have taken a play. I would have put a stop loss here, and I'll probably get a -1 on my trade for the day, right? And I was looking for it to take it lower because I was thinking this is the upthrust after distribution, right? Boom. This is literally how I trade, you guys. And then I will put my stop loss there. Boom, my stop loss was triggered the previous day. So what I would do is I would put I will put a text. I will put -1, right? Why did I put -1? Because I lost the trade there. So I would have probably lost like 2% on my trade because I keep my stop loss very tight. And then, or I would have probably broke even, but in this scenario, I'll probably got stopped out, right? And then if I understand the next day, I waited patiently. This is my UTAD right here. This play would have been beautiful, right? I would have put my stop loss here. I would have put my stop loss here, right above that UTAD, literally just above it, like 15 cents, just right above the UTAD, right? And then I would have just let it run, right? I would have just let the play run, liquidating all these lows, liquidating these lows, right? These lows, these lows. And what happened there? The moment it touched that, we went to our 10 minutes understanding that we had the play there. So once again, this is the play, you guys. I don't want anybody confused because I know it was we couldn't find the setup, right? So you find your structure, your protective high and your protective low, okay? Once you find that, you're going to look for your SND in the prior, the market imbalance, or that previous down move, right? Market imbalance. If you have not seen if you don't know what market imbalance is, I have it right here. Literally just posted 3 hours ago, right? 3 hours ago. So what we want is for that price on the higher time frame to touch that. Once that price touch our zone, we're going to make that green box confirming a place to take in, and then we're gonna go take that whatever time frame. In this scenario, went from 4 hours. We take that 4 hours, we divide it by 30, and we got 8. In this scenario, we're playing 10 because Webull does not give me that. So 10 is the closest. I play in the 10-minute, and we're gonna wait our entries. Our entries is going to be at that 10-minute. Right? I hope I didn't lose anybody there. Okay, so once we confirm that, we're gonna go for a Wyckoff distribution. Once we have that Wyckoff, we take that play, keep a very tight stop loss, and we just let our play run. Right? You don't move your stop loss, nothing. You just let the play run. You don't get scared when it comes back because you know this right here is this up move is going. If you took the right entry and you know that was the UTAD, meaning the up thrust after distribution, that play should not run up there again. If you took the right play and the market goes into your favor, right, and you just let that run for weeks, just let it run for weeks. Look at that. So if you took this entry right here at Neo, right at 21, 21, 27 right here that we have line, you got the perfect entry. Everything was set up. You just let it run, left it alone, moved on with your life. You would have took that play, hold it for at least a week and some change, and you went all the way from 21 to 1583, right? Understand the liquidation of all those lows, and you just let it run, right? For about a week and some change right here. Yep, pretty much a week and some change. And then eventually, if you did not take profit, you went back to break even, and it literally just ran. Okay. And now you're confirming again to a structure. Now we're waiting for price to come back again. But as you guys can see, that's what you do. For me, this is my person. This is me. Excuse me. This is how I personally trade. Right. I go to my 2 hours. I go to 2 hours. I don't do the 4 hour. I go to 2 hours. Once I find my 2 hours, my structure. Let me go find some cleaner one. Let's see Tesla. Yeah, we can play Tesla, right? So this is how I personally play. Okay, I go to my 2 hours. I find 2 hours very easy for me. It's simple to calculate, right? I find that structure, that protective high and protective low. I find that SND, that last down move. Okay, supply zone. Once I have that supply zone, I wait for my price to come back up here. Okay, wait for price to come back up here. I put my alerts. I put my alert here, which I'm literally doing. I'm finding this setup. You guys can do this with me while watching this, right? And then I put my setup here on the break of that low, create alert, and boom. I turn off my laptop. I literally just go on with my life. So when price comes up here, I know that I will go get that setup from the transfer of weak hands to strong hand in the form of Wyckoff, right? So we're in the 2 hours. There's 60 minutes in an hour. So we're going to put 60 times 2, should be 120, right? Because it's 2 hours, 120. Then we divide that by 30. We should get 4. But in the scenario, I like to round off. So I'm going to play in the 5 minute. So I'm going to go to my 5 minute and wait for that setup to happen. Tesla did some right here, right? So I'm going to wait for in the 5 minute, and I'm just going to be patient and wait for my price to come up here or break these lows, which is breaking the low, right? And I'm looking for Tesla to liquidate this 262. So from 266, I want Tesla to this is my first target right here, to liquidate 262.47, right? Guys, I hope you got value from that. I know it was a little bit new to some individuals that are trading retails and not understanding how to trade smart money. But this is it right here. This is pure price action. This is how you trade pure price action. We study the footprints of smart money, and this is literally what we're coming up with. So much of my students in my Patreon group are literally seeing so much success. 2 of my students literally did last week 10K in a week. Beautiful for them, just learning this strategy right here. If you want to be part of that community, I think it's in my link. It's in my link. It should be my link, right? It should be my link in my bio. So check that out. Should be let me triple check that. Patreon right here, guys. Right? So check that out if you want more deeper in depth into these strategies. I break that down. I do classes there 3 times a week as well. Everything on this, I keep it very simple. So you guys trade safely. See you all on Monday. I'm having a class on this Sunday. So peace, you guys.